Happy Sentinels Tuesday, everybody. I'm recording this on Halloween, so it doesn't quite feel like the start of a new month, but it is. And our hero to start the month of November off is Liliana. Created by Vadskye, she is one of the members of Gatewatch, I guess. She is definitely a necromancer. And if you can read her power there, she is another deck that uses the undead keyword that makes 3 that I know of. If you check into my proofreading thread on BoardGameGeek, you'll know who the third one is. It's going to be interesting to play them all together at one point. But for now, she's going to be fighting solo Greaser alongside the Evolving Naturalist, Titan Oni, Mr. Fixer, because letters page, and we'll be fighting in the Cult of Rakdos. Alright, Greaser starts with Impeccable Pompadour and Living Paycheck, that is Mr. Fixer, so he is Greaser's nemesis. At the end of his turn, he deals the hero character card in the play area with the contract card 1 energy damage, and any player whose hero character card is dealt damage by Greaser must discard a card or destroy one of their ongoing or equipment cards. Here we go. Thermal Detonation, oh, this is one of the new cards. Each player may destroy an equipment card belonging to their hero and take 3 fire damage from this card, well, that's another thing. Any hero who does not destroy an equipment card this way takes 5 fire damage from this card. Well, that sucks. So yeah, everybody's taking 5 fire damage. I guess it is from, it should be from like Impeccable Pompadour, just so it's actually sourced. Well, whatever. And then he hits Mr. Fixer for 2. Mr. Fixer has to discard a card. We can do that. And that's it. I'm going to put out Environmental Allies. I use his power to draw 2 cards. Draw another card. Destroy that, swap to Gazelle. Titan is going to play Reversal, hit Greaser. And we will redirect the next damage he deals back to himself. And then we will Enrage. He regains a hit point, and we get Titan form. Draw a card. Mr. Fixer will play Grease Monkey Fist and hit Greaser for 3. Draw a card. Liliana is going to start with an Unliving Reaver. It says increase damage dealt by this card by 1. When this card enters play, it deals a target 2 melee damage. So let's go ahead and, I could have it hit the Pompadour. I don't see any reason to do that. Let's hit Greaser. And then her power is 1 undead deals a target 2 melee damage. If no damage was dealt this way, Liliana deals a target 1 infernal damage. So we can have this guy do 3 more damage to Greaser. Draw a card. Ooh, I got another one. Cult of Rakdos plays Showstopper. When this card enters play, destroy all other environment cards. Deal each target X fire damage, where X is the number of cards destroyed this way, plus 2. Then destroy this card. So everybody takes 2, including Greaser. And it is not from a target, so we don't get to soak it. But Titan gets some damage reduction. Then destroy that card. Alright, Greaser plays Groovy Moves. Deals each hero target in the player with the contract 3 melee damage, shuffle his trash into his deck. So Mr. Fixer takes 4, has to discard or destroy. He will discard, shuffle his trash into his deck. And then he hits Mr. Fixer for another 2. We're going to discard a card. Actually, I think I would rather drop the jack handle because I don't necessarily want to keep hitting the Pompadour. Okay, that's it. Let us Shifter's Strength. I can drop a card, draw a card. Didn't get anything particularly better. I will Threatening Stomp Greaser, and then heal 3, draw a card, and swap Gazelle for Crocodile. Let's do Obsidian Grasp. Oh right, his damage should have, actually that 3 damage should have gone back to him, so he only had to discard 1 card. Okay, forgot about the reversal. Alright, let's do Obsidian Grasp. Hit Greaser for 3, and let's discard a card and go searching for Immolate. And then we will Enrage, pop Greaser for 1 more, shuffle the deck, draw a card. Mr. Fixer will Overdrive and hit Greaser for 3 and 3. This might be a short game. I'm gonna go ahead and play another Unliving Reaver because that's awesome. And I will have it go ahead and hit the Pompadour for 3. So Greaser hits it back for 2. And then we will have one of those guys hit Greaser for 3, draw a card. The environment plays Slaughter Games. At the end of the environment turn, the player with the most non-character cards in play must destroy one of those cards. If they do, they may search their deck for any one shot, shuffle their deck, and put that card on top of their deck. So, it's either Liliana or the Naturalist. She can get undead out of her trash pretty easily, so let's go ahead and have her do it. And that's actually it. That sticks around. Alright, Greaser hits himself for 3, which means Immolate goes off and he hits himself for 1, and it goes back to 4 HP. He plays another Thermal Detonation. Well, yep, nope, getting 5 damage again. Just heroes. That card is really stupid. And then he hits Mr. Fixer for 2. Yeah, we'll drop the jack handle, and that's it. Wowzers. Okay, time for Feral Fury. Hit him for 6. And then hit him for 3. Yeah, game's pretty much over at this point. Draw a card, destroy Crocodile, and shift back to Gazelle. Alright, Titan plays Stubborn Goliath. Hell yes. Let's go ahead and hit Greaser, because then I can redirect the damage away from Mr. Fixer. Draw a card. Mr. Fixer, speaking of, plays Overdrive, hits Greaser for 6, and draws a card. Well, okay, this is going to be a short game. Let us reanimate. Put an undead from your trash into play. Oh, it's the Unliving Reaver. Let's have it be fun. Hit the Pompadour. Take 2, which means he hits himself for 1. And then I can draw a card or play a card. Let's play Undead Servant. Why the hell not? Whenever this card deals melee damage, you may discard a card. If you do, you may draw a card. It's got 2 HP. This card enters play, it deals a target 2 melee damage. It will hit the Pompadour, and Greaser will actually just take it out. But that's okay, they can come back fairly easily. And then we have one of the Reavers finish him off. That was what, like 3 rounds? Fuck it. Let's give him another 50 HP and keep going. Why the hell not? Draw a card and see. He had 1 HP, so we'll take 2 off of that. Alright, Slaughter Games is still out. Acrobat. Whatever she does, we're immune to it. Alright. Again, it's anybody but Mr. Fixer. I got my 1-shot. Let's go ahead and do Liliana again. See what other 1-shots she can find. Okay. Acrobat deals the target with the second highest HP 3 melee damage. That is the Naturalist, who is immune. Target deals damage to this card. This card deals that target 4 melee damage, then destroy this card. Because it falls on you. I love that. Alright, Greaser hits himself for 3, and then he hits himself for 1, and then we restore this to 4 HP. Plays a card. It's the Hip Displacer. Player of the hero with the highest HP, that is Naturalist. And then Greaser will hit Titan for 1. We'll discard a card. Alright, cool. Start a turn. Hip Displacer hits everything here for 2. Let us play... I don't really need Crafty Assault. Let's do Resilient Hide. Heal 3. Draw a card and switch to Rhino. Titan is going to play Juggernaut Strike. Hit Greaser for 4 and the Pompadour for 1, which means he takes 2, which means Greaser hits himself for 1. That's so fun. And then hit Greaser for 2. Yeah, screw it. And hit the Pompadour for 2 more. Greaser hits him for 1. Now he's up to 2 damage reduction. Draw a card. Mr. Fixer got nothing to play. Let's hit Greaser for 3 and draw a card. Dread Summons. Move up to X undead from your trash into play, where X is 3 minus the number of hero undead already in play. So I can move 2 into play, which just so happens to be the number I have. So the Unliving Reaver will actually hit the Acrobat for 2. It hits back for 4 and is destroyed. And the Undead Servant will just hit Greaser for 2. Do I want to discard any of these? I'm going to discard and draw. And then we will have one of the Reavers hit Greaser for 3 and draw a card. Cult of Rakdos. Macabre Mockery. Alright. He's got the most non-character cards in play. That is... No, screw it. Liliana can keep doing this. I'm finding 1-shots like a boss. At the end of the environment turn, move a target from each trash into play in turn order. Then if at least 1 target was put into play this way, destroy this card. Oh, that's cool. He doesn't have any targets. He doesn't. She sure does, though. We'll have that hit the Pompadour, and Greaser will take it out and then hit himself for 1 fire damage. And then the Acrobat comes into play. At least 1 target was put into play this way, destroy this card. And then the Acrobat hits the second highest for 3, that is Naturalist, who takes 2. Alright, Greaser hits himself for 3. He hits himself for 1. This is restored to 4. And he plays another Hip Displacer, which is also going to the Naturalist. That's awesome. And then he goes to hit Mr. Fixer. We redirect that to Titan, and he soaks it. Start of Naturalist's turn. This takes itself out, and this hits itself for 2. What fun. Blend into the pack? Why not? Draw 2 cards, draw a card, and swap Rhino for Crocodile. Maybe I'll have him do the thing. Titan's going to skip his play phase. I mean, well, actually no, let's do Forbidden Archives. Mr. Fixer would like to draw 2 cards, and I think Liliana would too, so he'll hit himself for 4. Naturalist is good. And then we will Stubborn Goliath, hit Greaser for 2. Don't feel like taking 4 damage, so we'll just leave it at that. Draw a card. Mr. Fixer will play Salvage Yard. Get that jack handle back. Nobody else has any equipment, I don't think. Or wait, no, Liliana does. Yeah, she's got the Chain Veil in her trash. And we'll put a copy of Overdrive into play, so he will hit Greaser for 6. Draw a card. Okay, I've got all kinds of things to do here. Let's play Macabre Waltz. You may discard a card. If you do, move an undead from your trash into play. Undead Servant comes back. Let's have it hit the Acrobat and then just fucking die. You may destroy a hero undead. If you do, move an undead from your trash into play. So we'll destroy this Reaver, put it back into play, and it hits Greaser for 3. The first time I saw that card, I was like, why would I want to use that? Oh yeah, they do stuff when they enter play. Duh. And then we will have that Reaver hit Greaser for 3 and draw a card. Oh yeah, did I want to discard one? I think I wanted to discard one and draw one earlier, just to try and find some more cards. Alright, Cult of Rakdos plays Rix Madi Reveler. This card is play, each player discards a card, then draws till they have 4 cards in hand. Okay. Well, Titan sure appreciates that. Alright, most character cards is now the Naturalist, so we destroy Crocodile, flip these back over, and we're going to go Rhino again. And in the environment turn, this card deals a non-entertainer target with the lowest HP 2 fire damage. That is the Hip Displacer. Cool. Alright, Greaser plays Electro Shackles. The most cards in hand, that is Naturalist. Steals each hero target in the play area 1 lightning damage. He takes nothing. Reduce damage dealt to Greaser by targets in this play area by 1. That's fine. He goes to hit Mr. Fixer, and we're actually going to let him hit Mr. Fixer. Discard a card. Cool. Alright, he heals 1. I'm going to play Cornered Beast for the heck of it. And then I guess I will draw 2 cards and draw a card. And swap Rhino for Gazelle. I'm going to play Misbehavior and just heal 3. That would be nice. And then Stubborn Goliath. Hit him for 2. Oh, he should have hit himself for 1 at one point. Hits the Reveler for 1. Draw a card. Mr. Fixer plays Toolbox. Not very useful. Hit Greaser for 3. Draw a card. Okay, this is going to be the end. Let us command the Horde. Liliana deals a target 1 infernal damage. Each undead deals that target 2 melee damage, so these guys both hit him for 3, and he is drowned beneath a sea of writhing dead bodies. That's pretty cool. I like the way her deck works because having these do something when you play them, and being able to play them a lot from the trash is really cool. Sets her apart from a lot of other minion makers. Let's take a look at the rest of her deck. Killing Wave. Liliana deals up to 3 targets 3 infernal damage each. Settle the Score. Liliana deals a target 3 infernal damage and regains 3 HP. Ruler of the Dark Realms. Increased damage dealt by hero undead by 1. Not gonna like that if Necro is in play, but Decayed Dragon. Reduced damage dealt to this card by 1. This card enters play, it deals a target 2 melee damage. Dark Contract. Draw up to 4 cards. Liliana deals herself X irreducible infernal damage, where X is the number of cards you drew this way. You may play a card. That's pretty good. Mummified Naga. That is terrifying. Damage dealt by this card destroys a target. You may draw a card. When this card enters play, it deals a target 2 melee damage. Gravecrawler. Deals 2 melee damage when it enters play, and when it is destroyed, you may return it to your hand. Oh, that's neat. Undead Gorgon. Whenever this card deals damage to a target, destroy that target if it has 2 or fewer HP, and it deals 2 melee damage when it enters play. The Chain Veil, which is the one I kept throwing in the trash. Power is discard a card. Liliana deals herself 2 irreducible infernal damage. When she is dealt damage this way, you may play a card and use a power. So it's basically discard a card and take 2 damage for a card play, but it's also a free power. Death's Majesty. Reduce the first damage dealt to Liliana each turn by X, where X is the number of undead in play. That's pretty cool. And that is it. So yeah, you can find her on Vadskye's Sentinels mod. And that is it for this one. As always, thank you for watching. Tabletop Simulator, every recently called DLC, Vadskye's Sentinels mod, and Delphi Ages Archives, and all that's great things. Please support the official release and flip. I don't care if I fuck up the words, I said them anyways.